Hello, dear folks. Welcome to the show. Jack Chow on the East West Show with the G&E TV, paying lots of tons of attention to local election. Why are we paying this much attention to local election? Because this is our handle of the stake we care about. It is about you, yourself, your house, your street, your people, your kids, your everything directly connected to you. There might be a war being waged or whatever. We don't care. We might not care about that because that's too far away from us. And there's a world economy going up and down. That isn't too big an issue. Right now, we're talking about small issues, as small as we can handle. So what we can handle, the issue is being ourselves. So in the city, located for the studio, located in the city of West Covina, of course, with or without logic, we have to pay the most serious attention about the election. At election time, I always say this. This is my slogan about election. It is the moment of trying to pick up the right person for the right job, for the needy job, like that kind. So in West Covina, we're talking about one of the very, very hopeful, maybe the most hopeful of the candidates is my good friend, a long-time tested friend, a long-time tested servant, Mr. Joe Gothner, a former Santa Monica PD high-ranking officer, having done his job. Now he's ready to serve. After years of preparation, I believe he's ready. And for this show, he's more ready. So, Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jack. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Our party time, isn't it?
Yes.
Party time, right?
Yes.
So
Very
everything's
exciting.
ready. So how things are going so far? I see the signs almost everywhere. Like what? Like a landslide. I call it a landslide. All right.
Yeah, we're very excited. We're getting a lot of positive feedback. We did 2 candidate forums in the city, and a lot of people received that very well. So a lot of phone calls. A lot of folks have given me a lot of good accolades for the work.
Last time you were here, you mentioned about the door-to-door, door knocking thing.
Yes.
You've been disturbing people a lot, right, lately?
Yes, we have. We've been walking. We've been walking every weekend and took a team of my supporters out there to help me, and it's been good. Very exciting.
All right. And to my audience, as I myself, Jack Chow, as a media man, I play neutral. I always stand in the middle of the road all the time. If not 100%, at least 99.9% of the time, I put myself in the middle of the road. Okay. To things like that, as a person, as a man, as a regular citizen, I do have my take. So my take is Joe. So I want to. I can advance my vote to that. The only sorry part is that I'm not that rich to be a citizen of West Covina because of housing price. That's the only thing I complain, which is a good part, right? Other than that, I would say, hey, oh my God, I would cast my vote already. He is a man I know of quality, of dignity, and he's ready to serve, right? So that's the part I like. And also, the part I like him is that his low-key quality. He's a very low-key person, very humble, never makes a huge noise. And here, by that, I mean there is a little challenge, little contradiction here. Looking at your character, you're kind of a low-key person. And yet, this is not a low-key time, right? No, not a low-key moment. How do you handle that without losing your own juice?
Well, I think what people appreciate most is that I speak from my heart, so I try to do that as often as I can, and so I guess in a way that compensates for the maybe being low-keyed. But you know, my profession taught me to be very reserved and very professional, and so it's hard to break those things after so many years of doing that kind of work. But you know, I am excited. I may not display it, but I am excited.
You're right. And that probably is a good plus, a big plus, because you know, at the time of picking up somebody to serve, they always pick up the one who is more reliable, right? Who's more tangible, I call it. Sometimes you pick up somebody, they are in the air. They're available only at the time of election. and they're more than available at time of election. They're kind of like on your face everywhere. And then next day, they're gone. That's the problem. That's the problem. So to you, we confirm it is a moment of being excited, and you are excited, and yet you do not want to lose your basic quality of being a humble person, right? And to quote from you, if I may, you talk from your heart.
Right.
By that, are you saying that somebody talking from other parts of the body?
Well,
yeah,
I'll
serious,
reserve my,
right?
I'll reserve my comment on that. But yeah, it's important that you do speak, about the issues that really matter and about how you feel about them. And I think people appreciate that when I speak from my heart or speak from, what I'm really concerned about. Most folks that I talk to feel that that's a good quality.
That's not only a good quality, but also a good philosophy.
Yes.
You know, I'm as a show host, I'm not asking any question for no reason. Right. The reason being that there are people who talk from other parts of the body. Right? And I know it is a moment of election, which means it is a moment of just saying how good you are. You don't have to say how bad they are. Right? So without saying how bad they are, we want to make sure we do talk from the heart of our body, the heart, right? Not any other part, right? So, okay, now that's a very important thing to notice, my dear audiences. I love you so much. Being a member of the community, I feel myself obligated to make that a stress, to make that a very, very, very well recognized point for politics. We call local politics. You really want to get somebody who speaks from the heart, who are respected by the way they respect the people, right? So that is a very important thing. So now you're ready, almost ready to take the seat, though. I will promise my audience, of course, most of the time I'm wrong, but this time I know I can be wrong because I've seen enough. I know you will take the seat, but we need your promise before that happens, right? So that is the thing.
Right.
So we hate to say things swearingly, but we want to see some solid promise. Your voters can hold on to, hold you accountable. Joe, you said this. Look at what you do, right? A shame on you, like that. They will talk to you like that.
Yes,
so what do you promise? And in the last show, you mentioned the different areas. You mentioned about the public safety. You mentioned about the PD enhancement with the necessary or possible money. And then also, you mentioned the two things that are so important: transparent politics and the transparent budget. So how are you making your promises to your audiences within that area? You have only 4 minutes.
Well, I think it's pretty easy to understand that people are very frustrated with their government, and I'm one of those citizens. I guess you could characterize me as being a disgruntled citizen, a voter who expects more from the people that are elected and are there to represent me. And so I come from that feeling that government should be transparent. It should be a servant to the people. It should be approachable. Elected officials should be approachable to address the issues. And I'm striving to be a reflection of my community. I could have my own personal agenda, but that's not about me. It's about what the constituents feel and what they would like to see happen.
I see.
And most of the constituents that I talk to are concerned about the city's finances, and they're concerned about public safety. And so I guess I'm firing on all cylinders about those issues, they're the issues that I have as a citizen of West Covina. I'm concerned about those things.
All right. Very well said. In other words, we want to get the jack out of the box.
Right.
No more operation inside the box, right? It is a moment to do so. It is important moment, a very important moment. We want to make sure our audience to understand, our Euro voters understand, there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference from the difference in between operation inside box and operation outside box. So is the budget, right? How do you comment on the budget transparency, please?
Well, I think our finances were under the covers for years, and they were not posted where they should be on the city's website, and they were, you know, there was not enough disclosure by city council members in some of the council meetings, and you know, I really think we need to change that, especially now in light of the audit that took place. It really showed some really glaring problems, things that we need to fix. And you know, people scratch their heads and say, why did this occur? Why didn't we know about this sooner? So
and I believe that you are aware of the fact that being located here in West Covina, the city of West Covina is the circle that most of our day-to-day activities happen. Yes. By that I mean I see a lot of your constituents and voters who do care about that part. Yes. So that if you say that you are obligated to do that, that's a good promise. You're aware of that, right? So absolutely. I'm going to act like, say, like a priest, to say, hey, do you love this woman like that kind, right? Yeah. And I sure do like that kind, right? So you do promise that you will make it, let's be serious, look into my eye, right, please. You will make it a serious promise that you will, through your efforts, maneuver, whatever, to make it happen.
Yes.
Very good.
You have my promise.
You heard the promise. I believe my audience is my dear West California, West convenience. All right, call it that way. We all heard the promise. It's important we see somebody who is so down to earth, who is so humble, so determined to make his promise on one part. Of course, money talks. Money is the only thing. In my family, nothing is bigger than money. I don't know how things are going in your family. I don't know. But in my family, my small backyard, money is the thing. Once your money is not transparent, better say bye-bye. That's it. Yeah. Go to divorce, something like that. And I have lots of friends who are divorce attorneys, so I can help you with that. My dear, my dear audiences, today I'm getting once again excited talking about Joe Gardner's story, his determination and his promises to be on the city council once elected. I know he almost did it, so it's just one kick away. So we call this show Last Kick. All right. So you brought some supporters. How many of you have you? How many have you brought today?
I brought today 10 people.
10 people. All right, good. All right, you have 10. You have 11, including me.
Yes, including you.
All right, let's call it for a segment. When we come back, you want to bring, okay, one third, make it a 999, excluding myself, the 999, make it even. All right. Great. So you will bring 3 people to the table to share their thoughts why they support you. All right. Yes.
Great.
Very good.
Thanks.
So, bear with us. We'll be right back.